Okay, hello and welcome. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Hey, Verex. How's it going? Baldur's Gate 2 is not finished. Yes, well, okay, so... This is going to need a little bit of an explanation. We are going to be having a look at a game called The Clou. This has come out of left field. It's because... Let's see... I wasn't even expecting to do this. Hello, welcome, Cratch. No, we haven't finished it. I am just taking a little one-off break. You understand, because I did Baldur's Gate 1, and I went straight into Baldur's Gate 2, so I want to do just a one stream of something else. You don't like changing new things. Well, too bad. This is not new by any means. So, about 2 days ago, a YouTuber I like watching called LateBLT, or LateBLT, LateBLT is how I believe he usually says it, had a brief stream on YouTube, and during it was looking through different DOS games, and I was going through the floppy disks I have here for things to suggest. And one of the ones which I came across is a floppy disk. You can hear it there. With a game on it called The Clou. Which I have not thought about since about, I don't know, 97 or something like that. Or 96 maybe even. Maybe even earlier than that. And watching him play it, I was intrigued in checking it out again on myself. Because... understandably, when I played this, or as you'll see, when I played this when I was about 6, I didn't understand what it was. It's quite a complicated game. So, The Clou, released in 1994, for, I believe, originally the Amiga, and from comments from people during the stream, it was apparently made by a Austrian company called... I'm going to have to check this again, because the name of the company is a bit confusing. Not because it's in German or anything. The name of the company is... it's called, like, And Avoid Panic Buy. Yes, that's it. That is what they're called. Quote, ... and avoid panic buy, end quote. The one game which I've made. Where was I up to? Yes. So this is a port of an Amiga game, which is kind of a mixture of an adventure game with a rather in-depth theft planning organization and like strategy aspect to it. You play a thief, or a want-to-be thief called, let me just get his name, Matt Stuvysant, I think it's pronounced, Stuvysant. Matt Stuvysant. And I think the general plot is that when he was younger, he was going through stuff with his dad's, finds that his dad was apparently a thief, and is like, oh, hey, that sounds cool. I want to get into the same business. So he's older now, he has gone to London, and he plans on making a big name for himself in, being a successful burglar. The game apparently ends up with you trying to steal England's most carefully protected treasure, the legendary crown jewels. So we are not going to be getting to that. This is, as I said, most likely going to be a one-off. Just because I'm curious at seeing what the other aspects of it are. So yeah, because rather complicated. So I'll load this up in DOSBox. Also, the music in it is really good. For the DOS version, I would say, it's got the superior soundtrack. The Amiga soundtrack is actually uploaded on YouTube, much to my surprise. I did listen through it, and I have to say, I think the DOS version has better music. So, I did actually get the Amiga version running, but we're going to be playing the DOS version. That's because of what I had, and there doesn't seem to be any real difference between the two. So, we'll load the cutscene here, or the introduction. There's the company. Apparently it is based on a novel, which I know nothing about. Tragic, tragic. Stupid France, no rational man is driving on the right side of the street. Or maybe up the cycles a bit. Dear mourners, today we come together to... blah blah. Sniffle. Let me up the cycles more. Mumble, blah blah, blah blah. Sob. I've been thinking, Matt had never gotten a driving license. Yeah, he never got one. Sniffle. And the car? Right off. No, that's not what I meant. Might be a little fast. Oh yeah, it wasn't his own. Snuff. Sabian, here, take my hanky. Took you long enough to help her, Herb. Gulp. Sniffle, sob. Here, Inspector, take that hanky. Let's have a drink afterwards. Sounds fine to me. Just be dead for one day and your friends will have feasts again. Sob, sniffle. Bye, Sabian. Okay. Oh. Okay, it's not actually going to jump straight into the game. So that was the intro. Let me just load up the actual game proper. There we go. Okay. So the Clou. We will start a new game. And it's got mouse support, but we're going to be using the keyboard because I don't think the Amiga had a mouse, or it was primarily keyboard driven, so it's designed with a keyboard in mind. Start a new game. Victoria Station, 3rd of 2nd, 1953. This is where it all started. Yes, on this worn-out marble-tiled floor, 41 years ago. It was the time when everybody just longed to forget the pain and misery of the Second World War. An unbelievable zest for living spread among the young generation. It was expressed in the new, wild kind of music that was played in the scores of new pubs that popped up like mushrooms in every part of the town. It was important to live in the present. Nobody wanted to think of the past, nor did anyone care about the future. This was the general mood when a young man from the country arrived in this town. He didn't have a single penny, but his head was full of dreams. Ignoring all the risks and dangers of this big city, he was determined to try his luck in London. The name of this brave young fellow was Matt Stuvysant. Well, and now it's time for you to appear on the scene, Matt. Let me see. So, he said... 41 years ago. So if he's recollecting, that would mean it was 94, I think, is when the recollection is, which is actually the year this game came out, so... Okay. And that is, I'm pretty sure, Matt there. We can look. Yeah, you'll see there, he's much younger looking. So this is London's most famous train station, the gateway to the continent, as it says over there. What about the people? There's nobody here who would be worth talking to. Okay. That's enough. So the image up there is more just to give you an idea of the environment. This is not really like a adventure game where you like click on elements up here, really. It's all about the menus down here. We have a lot of stats. If we think about ourselves, money, pounds, we have 3 pounds. Valuable sold, none. My share of them, none. My share of last coup, none. 100%, because we haven't had one. Burglaries committed, 0. Nope. Okay, it's actually loading up the previous menu. Okay, name, Matt Stuvysant. Occupation, unknown. Sex, male. Age, 23. State of health, 82%. Mood, 82%. Intelligence, 85%. Strength, 78%. Stamina, 47%. Loyalty, 82% to himself. Skill, 39. Sympathy, 78. Popularity, 19. Greed, 62. Nerves, 68. Files existing, 0. Abilities. Looking out is 19. Electronics is 11. Safes is 7. Locks is 15. That's a lot. I don't know how that will function in key into things. Own cars. I haven't got it yet. So we have no cars to think about. We have no friends to think about. We have no tools to think about. We have no buildings to think about. This is not like owned buildings. This will be like buildings which we've cased. We've got no hall to think about either. So. Okay, let's go and walk out of here to Holland Street. You can see the time up at the top right corner there. It's 9:32. I think if we press F1, yeah, we'll go to a menu. So we can save. Oh, there's a few saves already. Okay. Well, there is someone here in the street. Can we talk to them? Frank Maloya. I'm Frank Maloya. Or Malova? Maybe you'd fancy coming to see me in 7 Holland Street sometime. He owns the store with the yellow frontage back there. Well, maybe I've got a job for you there. What's your job? Have you ever had trouble with the police? Got any experience yet? See you soon. So you can ask people to like join you in on your planned thefts. I believe the first one will be pretty much set out for us to get a hang of what we're expected to do. But later on, I believe you have to sort of go around and try and figure out which person would be the best suit for the job you have in mind. So that's why you can ask them things like, have you got any experience? Or have you had trouble with the police? If they have a, you know, prior record, they might know what they're doing, but that makes them more suspicious, I believe, is how the manual describes things. The manual goes into a lot of detail, especially about the different cars you can get. I haven't looked over all that. What's your job? I'm a dealer. Yeah, he's one of the fences which you can sell stuff to. Have you had trouble with the police? Nothing could ever be proved. Okay, so possibly a little. Got any experience yet? I'm interested in cars, like my Indian ancestors. I've got a good nose for any kind of danger. Don't you think this would make me a good lookout man? Okay. I'll see you soon. Let's see, look. What about surroundings? At the end of Holland Street, you can see the Ugly Dog Hotel. Another peculiar building in this street is a traditional pub called the Fat Man's Pub. Moreover, you notice 2 small shops, but at first sight, it is not obvious what is being traded there. Okay. People. Frank Malova. Oh, Maloya. It actually is Maloya. It's a Y on the shop. Aged about 40, Frank is tall and rather slim. He looks cunning and knows exactly how to hide his true feelings and thoughts. Okay. The only person here. That's enough. We got multiple places we can go to here. We're going to go to the hotel. Actually, no, we're not going to. We're going to go take a taxi. Because I just remembered something. I'd like to... Surprise, surprise! Young man, I am Dan Stanford in person. May I congratulate you to being the 100,000th client of our taxi and transport company. You can hardly believe it, can you? And you don't have the faintest idea how this lucky chance will change your life. Dear young man, may I present to you a free ticket valid for 1 whole year in all taxis belonging to our company. How convenient. We don't have to pay for taxi travel. Holland Street. Hello, welcome, Lothar. Now that's where we just were. I want to go to... Now, let's go to the hotel anyway. I booked a room in advance. I'd like to book a room. Hey, I want to see the manager of this place. Do you know... Winnetou? I don't get that. I'd like to book a room. Just a second, please. Oh yes, we've got a room for you here. You already know about the prices, don't you? You'd have to pay for 3 nights in advance. I'm sorry, but I haven't got a single penny on me. My purse has been stolen. Awfully sorry. But you can't have a room for free. You better make your way to the police office in Watling Street and lay a complaint against the thief. Okay. So, let's call a taxi. Let's take the think action. It was Colonel Mustard with the lead pipe in the conservatory. That does come up a lot if you search for this game on Google, because it's more common than this one. Let's go to Watling Street. Here we are. Let's walk to the police station. I'd like to lay in information. Happy birthday! I've heard you're turning 50. I'd like to make a complaint. Goodbye. I'd like to make a complaint. Our man for complaints is Mr. Red Stanson. If you'd like to talk to him, please. Go. Oh, Gludo hasn't even noticed that I stole his police identity card, which was lying on the table. Oh, okay. Well, I'd like to go back there, because I know we can, Hello. Talk. We'll talk to him again. For questions or propositions, free talk to Rob. Okay. What's your job? I'm an inspector. Okay. See you. We'll talk to the other person then. Miles Chicken Wing. What a name. If you keep standing around here much longer, I'll arrest you on charge of vagrancy. What's your job? I'm a chief constable. Okay, see you soon. Well, I wanted to actually get something there, so we're going to reload. Because as we said, our wallet was stolen, so we can actually get a little bit of money if we... Oh, right. This is before that. Actually, no, I don't want to go anywhere. I feel like they've taken the images for the characters from, like, movie posters or something like that. Mike's face looks rather familiar, but I can't place it. I thought maybe, like, Scarface or something, but none of the images I saw look like that. I'd like to book a room. Yeah, we don't have any money. Okay, let me save again. And we'll call a taxi. And we'll go back here. And we'll go to the police station. Okay. I'd like to lay in information. Just a moment, I'll fetch the right form. Okay, I'm ready. I've had my purse stolen at my arrival in London. Oh no, that really is terrible, isn't it? Did you lose a large amount of money? No, just about £50. I needed them for a room, food and clothing, just the usual things. I think someone mentioned that converting for inflation, £50 back in 1953 was actually a fair amount. Probably a few hundred now. So it's not really a small amount. Oh, would you allow me to lend you £10 in the name of justice? That's very kind of him. And we took his card anyway. Okay. So we have £10 to our name. 13, actually, I believe. So we'll save. This is why I'm not going to be doing a full playthrough of this, because if this is any indication, you have to know really beforehand what you're going to do. And from some of the comments I've read about the different thefts which you can do, it's extremely, like, dicey whether you actually complete things or not. Purse? Do they mean bag or some sort of wallet? Yes, I would assume they mean wallet. The company which made this game is apparently Austrian, so the game was would have originally, I think, been in German? Apologies if I get the language wrong there. Translated to English, so that would be the reason why some of the words are perhaps not the most appropriate. I think there's a few other cases of things in this which sort of which sort of reveal that, which we'll probably see. So let's go back to Holland Street. If we go in to, let me see. We'll go into here. Okay, hopefully I have enough money now. I'd like to book a room. I'll just fetch a key. Room number 8? Okay, I guess I'll find a way. They're on my own. Goodbye. Okay, and we have our hotel room. Home sweet home. A wonderful feeling of absolute peace spread through my whole body. Not even the shabby room could change my good mood, and I decided to phone the only person in the world whom I really knew and loved. Hi, Mom. If someone listened to the rest of that conversation, he would surely believe that I'm quite a wimp for someone of my age. However, it has to be said that my father never had enough time for me, and that therefore, I always had a very close relationship to my mother. Even if we still talk to each other in a somewhat childish way, my mum is a real darling. She even gave me the phone number of an old friend of hers, Mr. Briggs. Of course, I called up this man at once to arrange a meeting. I aim to meet Mr. Briggs in 15 minutes in the Fat Man's Pub, Holland Street. Okay. Again, I really like the music in this game. Okay, let's see. Look, what about surroundings? This room seems to be worth its price. The bed looks very inviting. The desk may be useful, and most importantly, there is even a telephone. Ooh, luxury. There's nobody here who would be worth talking to. Yeah. Okay. That's enough. Your hotel room is also where you go to plan your thefts. We can think about the different characters which we've met so far, I think. Maybe? Friends? Yeah, just people we know. The inspector himself. I wonder whether he is always so clumsy. I wonder whether he's supposed to be a reference to Clou. Ben Wrigley. Wrigley seems like a cunning businessman. In any case, he knows how to lead a hotel. Oh, that was the guy at the front desk, I guess. Dan Stanford. Stanford seems to live for his job. He doesn't even take off his working clothes in his free time. Altogether, he appears intelligent and sociable. Okay, that's enough thinking. How much money do we have now? £3. Okay, so the £10 we used was enough to book for 3 days in advance. How nice of the police officer to just give us £10 because we lost our wallet. Okay, let's go back out to the street. And we'll go to the Fat Man's Pub. Okay. It's good that you found your way here at once. Oh, I think that's the guy from the intro cutscene. Because I really don't like waiting. Let's get to it. We're a little short on money at the moment. That's why we decided to try for something really big this time. The only problem is that we need tools and a car for this coup. And just now, we cannot afford either of it. I'm sorry, but if it's the money you need, I won't be able to help you a lot. I guess you're wrong there. I've heard that you're very talented at this kind of matter. I'd suggest that you give us the money we need for this big coup, and in return you get a part of the loot. Just go on, tell me some more. I don't really understand that sentence, but... Okay, well, right now the money is in a kiosk in Fulham, and your task... Well, We've already had a close look at it. No risk at all. No problem, really. Oh well, why not? I don't like this at all. Oh no, why not? What a wise decision. Here's your plan. You may use my Fiat Topolino. Here you are. These are the papers for the car, and here are £15 for tools or anything else you might need. Don't look at the plan before you're in your hotel room, and pull down the blinds, and take care of yourself, fella. Okay. Type, Fiat Topolino, 1940, made in Italy. Age is 13 years. Value in pounds is 530. Performance is 13. PS there, I think is a German abbreviation for basically horsepower, but it might actually be a different scaling. This is something I learned during LateBLT's stream. I would not know the actual word for that. I don't know enough German. Apologies. Top speed, 88 kilometers per hour. License for 2. That means it can carry 2 people legally. General condition is 31%. Body is 27. Tires 35. Engine is 31. Carrying capacity is 32. Conspicuous appearance is 23%. Okay. Name, kiosk. Distance of police in minutes, 10 minutes. Values, 380. Escape route, city. Accuracy, 100%. Degree of guard, 3%. How conspicuous, 1%. Radio comm 1 guards, 0. Guards, 0%. Maximum noise level is 78%. So these things, the kiosk there is the place which we're planning on stealing from. Distance of police is how long it takes the police to actually report to the premises if they're alerted. How much value is, I think it's how much the goods are, which the value of the goods in the place. Escape route, I don't really know what that means. I guess towards the city? Or maybe it means that the escape route is going to be city-based, as opposed to one which would be out in the country. I have not seen the playthrough of this game, so I don't know. I'm just guessing. Accuracy, 100%, so we know for a fact that that's what this is like. That's what they're... Degree of guard, 3%. I believe some places can actually have guards in them. So that probably means how heavily guarded the place is. I think some other places they can have like police officers going past them every now and then to check whether there's someone making a fuss in the place. How conspicuous, 1%. I don't know how alert they are to someone possibly breaking in. Maybe radio comm among guards, whether they have walkie-talkies, I guess. Guards, I don't know. Maximum noise level, 78%. That means that's like how much noise you can make before neighbors will start getting suspicious. From the sounds of it, this place is rather separate from other locales, so we can make a fair amount of noise without it being suspicious. But if it's a shop, you know, in a main road or something, you'd have to be quite a bit quieter. This is something which, like, the individual stats of the characters can come down to. Some people would just be noisier than others. Apparently, according to the manual, the skill, nerves, and experience of someone can make a difference in this as well. If they're inexperienced, they're going to be shaky. They're going to make more noise because their hands are shaking and so on, and things like that. So, you know, this also has more potential of leaving evidence for the police, who will investigate the crime scene after you've gone through the place. See what I mean? That this game has a surprising amount of detail in it. Is why I wanted to check on it. So, yeah. Apparently this game was actually made open source, or the source code for it was made available in 2000. And there is possibly a community and work on making it, on updating it for modern computers. I haven't looked into that, but yeah. Hello, Kibbit. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Wex. Also, how's it going? As a note, we are just taking a brief break from Baldur's Gate 2 to have a look at this, because I was intrigued and reminded about this game, which I had tried to play when I was 6 and didn't get very far. Right then, I would just have liked to shoot Briggs, that fat dickhead, to think that he could do anything that I couldn't do even better. Sometime later, I would still find out that actually Briggs was quite clever in his own way. Anyway, I decided to show this fat guy who he was dealing with. Okay. Fantastic. Language. Please. Another nice thing about playing on DOS is that we don't need a, we don't need to have save disks to save the game on. Okay, let's see, talk. Something else you have to be careful of is don't go talking about your planned heists to just anyone. The more people you talk to about it, the more people will know about it, and that doesn't help. Richard Doyle. Nice to meet you. You look like you've only recently arrived here, haven't you? Come, I'll pay you a welcome drink. Welcome drink? Well, maybe I've got a job for you there. What's your job? You had trouble with the police? Got any experience yet? Yeah, that's not our sound. Welcome drink. You can order anything you like. Whiskey, vodka, beer. If you fancy drinking. There's another thing to note that the game's translated for German. Or possibly Austrian, because it spells vodka there with a W. If you fancy drinking beer, I can really recommend something special. Continental beer. Oh yes, the Goose in the back there, I think is also a German beer. Continental beer. I was an army cook during the Second World War, and finally I ended up in a small Austrian town called Leoben. They really knew a lot about brewing good beer down there. Even though its flavour may seem a bit unusual to someone who is used to British beer, it's still very tasty, even by our standards. It's called Goose. After I had opened the Fat Man's Pub, I started importing it. Maybe it's a, giving advice on criminal activities. I do not endorse theft at all. What's your job? I'm a waiter. Yeah, a bartender, really, but... Okay, bye. Okay, let's have a look. Surroundings. This seems to be a very comfortable and popular pub. This might be the right place to establish interesting or useful contacts. Okay. People. Richard Doyle. A funny chap. Obviously, he loves telling jokes and drinking beer. Justin White. Justin is not only pretty, but also intelligent. A very interesting girl. John Gludo, the inspector himself. Oh, are we thinking about people? Wait. Oh, he's apparently... The inspector is here too. Following us around or something. That's enough. Let's see. Can we think about him? Okay. Does it show us stats about him? No. Okay, that's enough. And I think we have 18 pounds now. Right. Okay, I did watch a video which went over the first mission, so I kind of know a little bit of what we have to do, but I'm still gonna have to figure it out for myself. Let's see. Anyone else we want to talk to here? Nah, let's just, head off. Okay. Because we might not get to it, there's something I want to show off, beforehand. We've actually got quite a lot of places. This is a kiosk which we're going to, Fulham. Cars and Vans, Wellington Road. So this is where you can buy cars. And I believe you can also, like, you can, like, repair them, have the engine swapped around and all that. Hello. Mark Smith. I can offer you a great choice of cars, new ones as well as second-hand cars, which I buy from many different car dealers and private sellers. Recently, I've had the opportunity to buy a pizza delivery van, stable and well-built, like most German cars. The only bad thing about it is this eye-catching logo, La Pizza, that is painted on both sides of it. Well, I guess we could just give it a new paint job, but... Choice? What do you mean, choice? It only depends on your wishes and needs. In case you live in a country, I would advise you to have a good look at the top speed of a car. Whereas in town, it is much more important that the PS number is high enough. It gives you a better acceleration value, you know. Let me just have a look at that. Because I want to see what that stands for. Yeah, PS stands for Pferdstärke, which is horse strength in German. So. Okay. Okay. What's your job? I'm a dealer. Yeah. Hey there, I had trouble with the police. Got any experience yet? For me, cars aren't just a hobby. They're my whole life. Show me your car and I'll tell you who you are. Okay. Ever had trouble with the police? No, I've never committed any crime. Okay. Funny that you can just ask people that. Let's go out and we'll go to the garage. Okay, let's see. What can you get out of this car? We can give your car a complete overhaul. This will take up to 8 hours and cost £191 per hour. Eesh. Nope, we're not going to fix it up. I'm just curious at looking at it. Mend the body, retread the tires, repair the motor. I want it varnished. Bye. I vaguely remember there was a way to, like, go through the different stats of a car and, like, check the engine and all that. Own cars. Who was the photo in the background there? It was mentioned during LateBLT stream, but I don't remember. I played this when I was 6. Yes. Around then. Played and, you know, did good at 2 different things. I modeled around in it. I got bored with it because it was a lot of reading and text and I didn't understand what I was doing. I much preferred platformers at the time. But, you know. Fiat Topolino, 1940. Made in Italy. Yeah, okay. It's just the same as we saw before. That's enough. Han Solo has really let himself go. He does look a bit like him. What about the parking? Could you please show me? Oh, maybe this is it. Yeah, this might be it. You can just look at the different cars. Opel Olympia. Yeah, here we go. 1953. The La Pizza car. Made in Germany. Age is 1 year. Value is £2,340. Performance is 40... What was it? Pardon. Pferdstärke. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing that. Top speed is 118. Licensed for 4. General condition is pretty good. Body is pretty good. Yeah, pretty good stats. Carrying capacity is 78%. Conspicuous appearance is 100%. Look at another car. Morris Minor. 1953. Made in Great Britain. 1 year. £1,780. 29 Pferdstärke. 100 kilometers per hour. 28% conspicuous appearance. I would say that the bright yellow would make it very conspicuous, but I don't know what the common colors for cars were at the time. I like all the cars sprites, they're pretty good. There's another one here from 1948. It's cheaper, possibly. 17% conspicuous, yeah. But it's a bit more worn. There's the car which we have, which is £260. Really? That cheap? Okay, it's pretty terrible. What's this? A Pontiac Streamliner, 1944. It's a hearse. Interesting wood paneling it's got on the side. Made in USA. 9 years old. 3,230 value. 103 bird starker. 140 kilometers per hour. Licensed for 4. 63% conspicuous appearance, yeah. I guess because there wouldn't be that many American cars in Britain at the time. What about a 1940 Jeep? Yep, it's a Jeep. 13 years old. 1,010 pounds, 54 bird starker, 100 kilometers per hour, licensed for 4. See, we've got a shovel on the side. How useful. 76% conspicuous appearance. Yeah. Okay, is that all of them? I vaguely remember seeing more, but that might be maybe later on. Do we have like £3? Yeah. No, we got like 18, I think, because we got given like £15 to buy some tools with. And I think comparatively, the tools which we're going to be buying are really expensive. So, game's not very accurate in that regard. Okay, let's go to... I think it's Holland Street is where the apartment is. Yeah. Walk to the hotel. Okay, walk to hotel room. Excuse me, an express letter. The Clou. Idea, concept, and development by, and avoid panic by. That's the company's name, again, for people just joining. The development team's name is ... and avoid panic by. Helmut Gabashek. Marcus Hudolin. Here's the credits. Wow, only like 4 people made this. That's kind of impressive. Production, music, and support by Neo. Translation into English. Julia Osmansky. Amiga music. Clemens Helbrock. Speaker on CD version. Michael Rocha. Yeah, apparently the Amiga CD version actually has voice acting in it. I haven't looked at that. I said earlier also that I listened to the Amiga soundtrack. It is uploaded on YouTube. At least I believe it's the correct soundtrack. I like the DOS soundtrack, which we're listening to at the moment more. It's got a bit more life to it. PC support. Animation routines for intro. Test players. That's 4 test players. Such a trash. Who should be interested in that? Okay. Let's save. And it's actually getting kind of late in the day. Okay. Actually, no. I think we need to go... I might have to reload because messing around at the what's it called? The car dealership means that time passed. I want to go to the tool shop. Hello. I'd like to buy So we can buy a battery for £20, a jemmy for £6, which I think is a... I think a jemmy is like a short crowbar. Gloves for £2, an axe for £5, a hammer for £2. So I think we're going to want to buy a jemmy. Have fun using a new tool, and if you need anything else, you might as well drop in on us again. We've got new items coming in all the time. Okay. I do want something else. I want a pair of gloves. This is a suspicious purchasing at all. Thank you. Okay. Could you please show me... What can you tell me about the battery? It's a battery. Value is £19. Risk of injury is 0%. Noise production is 1%. I guess it's a car battery? Jemmy. Yeah, right. It's got like a mattock on the end. Or like a hammer and thingy. £6. Slim Jim for lockpicking car windows. Yeah. Yeah, it's... I think it's something like that. Chloroform rag to go. Yeah. We have a lockpicking kit in here which I can purchase. Risk of injury is 13%. I guess you can drop it on your tongue. Noise production 26%. To be used for case for valuables, showcase, desk, cupboard, cash desk, wooden door, gate in the wall, vault. I think that's how long it takes to use it on those things. So a case for valuables, you can open it up in like 0.8 seconds or 8 seconds. But then a vault, you have like takes like a minute maybe, or maybe that's in minutes. I don't know. And so it takes like an hour to open a vault with it? Because a minute to open a vault with that seems a little short. I don't know. Pull a brick wall down on your head. Gloves. Good, no risk of injury with the gloves. Just slap yourself with them. Noise production, 0%. I'm guessing we buy the gloves so that we don't leave fingerprints everywhere. Axe. Yeah, it's an axe. Risk of injury, 31%. Noise production, 62%. To be used for window, showcase, wooden door. We got a hammer. Ah, that's like a rubber-headed hammer. 33% risk of injury, 70% noise production. To be used for a window, showcase, cash desk. I guess you could smash a window with it. I just imagine the clerk back there, she's or the store owner there, she's telling us all these things. Like, oh yeah, it's a hammer. You can use it for things like breaking a window, breaking into your desk if you lose the keys, and chopping down the wall for your... chopping down the door for your house if you locked yourself out. Hello, welcome, Sugdiff. Could you tell me something about... I don't know, the battery. This is an ordinary 6-volt car battery. It can also be used for small electric tools, such as a soldering iron. What about Jemmy? There's not much to say about this crowbar. It's commonly known that its main use is for cracking doors or cupboards. What about the gloves? These gloves, made of fine velour leathers, are a product of highest quality. They enable the owner to have a secure grip, even on smooth or slippery objects. Oh, they might help you if your hands are sweating. Because of nerves or something. Axe. This handmade steel axe has an ergonomically formed handle of sturdy ashwood. The blade is polished, and the whole tool only weighs 1,250 grams, thus being very easy to handle. Is that like 12 kilograms? Hammer. This is called a fist hammer, very stable and handy. The wooden handle is especially sturdy and ideal for frequent and heavy use. Okay, thank you! Goodbye. Am I going to get a police escort out of the shop? We'll see. Kind of want to have a look at some other places. There's Mrs. Parker's here, which, yeah, this is a, like an art store. They apparently have a copy of, Michelangelo's, David there. And some other delightful statues. Okay. Let's go to... Do they have a copy of the Necronomicon? What's this place? Walrus and the Yellow Shades. Kind of a fancy bar. I like the paintings on the wall. Very abstract. What about the surroundings? At last, a really cool place. The light yellow at the tables, the blue chairs, the simple interior design. I guess I can feel alright here. Apart from the person passed out at the table. Ooh, groovy music. Thomas Smith? Okay. I don't know who these people are, so... Pearl Jam was playing at the pub. Is that what that sign means? I guess possible. I don't know. When did they start? They can still hold a drink, it's legal. I think he's getting a fair amount of assistance in that. We just talk to anyone around here? Thomas Smith. Hello, Mr. Stuvysant. Nice to meet you. How do you know my name? Maybe I said I... What's your job? I'm a waiter and student. Oh, right, you're the guy behind the bar. Okay. See you. Dan Stanford. You think Pearl Jam started around 1990? Yeah, maybe it's just a anachronistic reference. Oh, this is the taxi driver. Hello, my name is Dan Stanford. You have already come to know and to appreciate my Stanford cabs. We are one of the largest cab companies in London. Now, after Mark Smith has left the company, 7% of it are in my possession. What was the matter with cab companies? I founded the Stanford Taxi Company 3 years ago, following the American example. I got this idea during the war when I was working as a driver for an American major. I know London just as perfectly as my own pocket, and all of my drivers have to have the same qualification, as well as being secure and fast car drivers. What about car? I still get my cars from Mark. His shop is in Wellington Road. Okay. See you soon. Okay. Let's just leave. Yeah. It could be Pearl Jam. It could be a poetry jam. Which might be appropriate for the 1950s. What was the whole, like, beatnik style thing going on? Was that the 50s or was that a bit later? Let's take a taxi and we'll go to our apartment. I like how we apparently get driven around the town by the owner of the cab company. Such a personal service. Okay, let's go to our hotel room. I hope we didn't have a time limit when we had to start planning for this. Okay, so let's let's plan. Oh, hang on. No, I wanted to... He said to close the curtains. Is that something I actually have to do? Let's see. Building. Kiosk. Okay, getaway car is the Fiat. Accomplices is, a bar seems to be most likely place to find someone who might take part in this coup. Okay. go to thinking. That's enough. No. Edit plan. Wait a minute, I've forgotten to get someone to drive the car. Driver. Me, I guess. I guess you'll easily find someone who's more qualified for this job. Okay. This option is like skip the planning mode, I think. But I guess I have to go to the bar and talk to the guy who gave me this. So you walk to the pub. Talk to... No, not you. Justin White? Free your mind, and the rest will follow. This is the old wisdom of all those who play the blues. What was the matter with blues? Only a short time ago, I also used to know very little about this kind of music, but Jack Motart really knows how to play it. Jack Motart? He's a nice guy, and he knows a whole lot about music. Most people don't take him for what he is. He's very deft, and all of what he knows, he has taught himself. Okay, what's your job? I'm a housewife. Okay. Got any experience yet? I know one or the other things about cars, anyway, more than you'd usually expect a woman to know about them. Okay. Ever had trouble with the police? No, I've never committed any crime. Okay. Well, we've got a job for you there? There's two of us. You'll claim 47% of the prey. Okay. I'll call you up as soon as I know more. See you soon. Okay, there we go. We've got a accomplice for this plan. It's as easy as that. Let's go back to our hotel. Go up to our hotel room. And let me save again. So it's a bit the order in which I have to use things here. Use phone. Hello? Please collect me with... Man, that's a lot of people. Briggs? Awfully sorry, but there's nobody answering the phone under that number. It seems like no one's at home. Maybe you'd like to try again a little later. Okay. Justin White? Mr. Stewart, nice to see you again. Stuvysant. Oh, okay, that's just, like, getting an update about them. Okay. Okay, let's go to planning. Right. Accomplices. Accept accomplices. Justin White. There we go. Ready. So the driver will be Justin White. Because she's got a 43% in cars. Okay, so I think now we go to edit plan. And here's the actual, like, I think this is, yeah, this is like the real interesting aspect of the game. It's actually got this top-down view of the place you're stealing from. You can see in the bottom left there is a car. And you can see how long it's going to take in, well, seconds, minutes, and hours over there. What's this? Notebook. Target building. Okay, that's the kiosk. Accomplices, escape car, tools. Okay, that's just all of those notes so we can check them again. Okay, so workout plan. change to just in white. We could say, I guess, walk over here to the car and wait. Maybe? I think as long as you're on the car, that's alright. And then if we walk Matt here to over the front door, you can see the other person's moving as well because it's recorded the movements. Right, so we walk to the door. We want to open the wooden door. It's locked. Okay. Let's use... Hang on. Use... Okay, we used the tool for the wooden door. We used the jemmy on the wooden door. And now the door's open. That took 15 seconds. So now we can walk inside. And we can go up to this cabinet here. We can use the case with valuables. Use the jemmy on it. We'll open it. We can take cigars, which are in there. Valuable object. Cigarette case. Cigar case. Which is worth 100 in pounds. Weighs 2,000 grams. Size is 4,000 centimeters cubed. I guess we have a limited amount of stuff we can carry. There was also something else in there. There is money, which we can take too. There's 90 pounds. Weight is 500 grams. The size is 1,000 centimeters squared. Cubed. Okay. Do we want to close the cabinet again afterwards? I don't think it really matters. I guess maybe it makes it a little less suspicious. But the front door's going to be jammed, going to be torn open, so... Okay, so we go down to here. And there is a... I think it's a cash register? Yeah, cash box. We can use our foot or our hand also to open it, but we'll use the jemmy because it's better. And then we can take the money in there, which is worth 190 pounds. Okay. Can we see it, like, a list of inventory items somewhere? Okay, so if we walk... Is there something here? There's nothing interesting to see around here. Okay, so that's just a table. So then we walk over here. We go out the front door. And we go over here. And... we use... No? Okay, maybe we just have to end at the car? Keep plan. Which name should I keep this plan? Kiosk plan 1. Full. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the first one. Okay. I think that's fine. So that was just planning. Now if we click... Now if we go on ready, we can actually start it. Here we go. Which plan should we follow? The first one. Yoink, 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 yoink. And then we go out, then we leave. Vroom! Escape! As expected, the cops haven't noticed anything. We could escape without witnesses. Burglary has been reported, sir. Go there with your people at once and secure the traces. Also, try to find out whether there were any witnesses. Sir, I found a trace. Someone has walked here. Okay, she left 1% trace when walking. I found a trace. Someone has walked here. He left 14% traces when walking because he was walking around a fair bit. Degree of identification, 4%. I guess it's not too obvious that it's him. Sir, someone must have worked on this spot. I guess that's the front door. Yeah, so you can see how much details is left. Or maybe that was on the cabinets he opened up. I felt like Napoleon himself after a glorious victory, or as if I had been in the first row at a live concert of the Beatles, or as if Marilyn Monroe had just kissed my lips. Wonderful, simply glorious. This is Ben Wrigley. We've got a phone call for you here. Just a moment, I'm connecting you. Hi, Matt. I've heard about your last coup. Well done. By the way, we've found another possible source of money for our big coup, but I'm afraid this one would be a little too difficult for you. Anyway, the code name will be Bluefish. Okay, that's fine with me. Have fun with your big coup. Bye. You can call us before you die of starvation, my dear. Haha. Okay. Don't know who that was. Oh, wait, they did actually say, didn't they? Okay, let's save. Save up here. And I'm not too sure what we have to do now. I know we have to go to a fence to sell the stuff which we got. And we should divide up the loot. So I guess we have to go to a fence, sell it off, get money for it. I think you also have to give the money to a fence as well to, like, you know, get clean money in return or something. So let's go to Holland Street. Oh, well now, my little pirate. So we've played a trick on the stupid flick and committed a tout petit burglary, n'est-ce pas? Yeah, he's totally a Clou reference. Sir, I'm absolutely honest and honorable man, and if you don't leave me alone at once, I'll call the police. Monsieur, don't be that aggressive. I've only got one tout petit question. Would you sell me your, how do you say, loot? I'll show you everything I've got on me. I don't know what you're talking about. The poor man tried in vain to stop the police from arresting him on the charge of vagrancy. Obviously, Inspector Cluedo thought that I would have recognized him. Okay. I guess you could just give him the stuff. He's like, ha ha! You fool! You fell for my cunning plan. Okay, let's go to the lawyers. Hello. He has a whole bunch of oddities here. What do you trade in? I'm only trading in curiosities, commodities, and delicatessen, which I can easily sell off to Peru. Okay. Make an offer, please. You've got cash worth £280. I'll give you £259. I guess that's fine. Oh, a cigarette case. I'm offering £88. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Goodbye. Okay. And if we go to the pub, we could probably give the money to our accomplice. No? Let me think. How much money do I have now? £228. Valuable sold, 347. Oh, maybe it automatically divides it up. Did I just get £259 for £200 in cash? I forget how much I got. I got 2 bunches of money. I think he gave me a little bit less than the value. I guess part of it is like, you know, him handling it, so he takes a bit for himself. Because I had like 280, and I think he gave me 259 or something. So I think it's automatically divided it up. That's enough. Okay, now I don't really know what to do. I might not go for this for very long. I might only do like, I don't know, another hour of this, because as I said, I don't plan on doing a full playthrough of this. It's just to have a look at what it's got to offer. Let's see. Does Guinness pay for this product placement? Somehow, I don't think so. What other beer brands can you recognize in the background there? This was made back in the day when such things weren't really a big concern. Well, the companies didn't really pay that much attention to it, so. This was made in 1994. Okay. Hi! I was just saying hi. Let me go to the hotel. Let me maybe ring up the other person. Hello? Please connect me with Justin White. Nice to see you again. Okay. Well, it doesn't say anything about, like, give money or something like that, so I guess it's already automatically done. What do I do now? So a Gerster logo there. Yep. Yeah, they actually mentioned that in the dialogue a bit before, so. I don't know. I am at a loose end now. I don't know what we're supposed to do. They said they had another deal, another coup, I guess they call it in this, but another job, but like it was too complicated for us. So maybe we just wander around waiting for something else. We got a fair amount of money, so I guess we're fine on like renting our room for a few days. Let's see. Yeah, our mood is 82%. Don't know whether that went up. Sympathy is 95%. Popularity is 39%. Greed is 62%. Nerves is 74%. Files existing is 8%. What about our tools? Gloves, jemmy, foot, and hand. What about our foot? Value in pounds is 1. Our foot is worth £1. Risk of injury is 62%. Noise production is 70%. Requires knowledge of fight, 3%. To be used for guard, 10 seconds. Wooden door, 30 seconds. I guess kicking things. What about our hand? Yeah, our hand is worth £1. Risk of injury is 78%. Noise production is 66%. 3% fight. To be used for a window, showcase, guard, wooden door. Is that like trying to open a window, or is that punching the glass to break the window? I don't think punching glass to break it would be the best idea, but I guess if you didn't have any other options, I'd probably use my elbow for something like that than my hand. Whatever. What's this? Paintings to the value of gold, to the value of money, pounds. Jewelry, delicatessen, sculptures, curiosities, historic objects, commodities, vases. Okay, that's the different item types which we can have. We don't have anything at the moment because we sold it off. Go to Mr. Pooley's. Here's another store. Looks like it's a jewelry store, a fine crafts store. What do you trade in? In principle, I'm trading in everything, but I've got the best contacts in the field of jewelry, vases, gold, and furniture. Okay. I don't have anything for him to make an offer on, so that's fine. Surroundings. Even if this guy with his glasses seems to be an honorable businessman, the goods he offers could also come from illegal sources. Maybe it could pay to visit him bringing some haul. Eric Pooley. Mr. Pooley looks weak and unimpressive, but his age, about 42, and his glasses may well be a sign of intelligence. Okay. Again, groovy music. Let's go have a look at the other place again. Because we didn't get a description of this place. A very strange but interesting shop. Stuffed dinosaurs, leather, and other junk is on sale. As if anyone was still interested in dinosaurs. Well, either this Mr. Maloya is unusually clever, or the local police is too stupid to prove anything. But it's simply too obvious that this man is not earning his living with this weird shop. Where was Jurassic Park written? People. Frank Maloya. Aged about 40, Frank is tall and rather slim. He looks cunning and knows exactly how to hide his true feelings and thoughts. Okay, we saw that outside. I like he's got this pterodactyl, stuffed pterodactyl there or something. And like a volleyball up in the corner there. Okay. Let's call a taxi. Actually, I want to make a save. Can we just hop in taxis and hop out? Because I want to have a look at the place which we went to before. It being maybe a medicine ball? Yeah, it could be that. Trying to think. We had medicine balls in high school. And the patterning on it made me think of a volleyball, but it could be a medicine ball. Okay, taxi. I want to go to... I guess we've got several places we can look at next. Old Curiosity Shop. Highgate Cemetery. Can we grave rob? Aunt Emma's Shop, Southeast Waterloo. Old People's Home. Maida Vale. Pink Villa Limehouse. I think this is the one I saw people do next. Yeah. Look. Surroundings. As this is quite a posh district, there should be quite a lot of cash going over the counter on most days. People. There's nobody here who would be worth talking to. Okay, apart from the chimney sweep up there, but... Can we go into the shop? I'm sorry? Look. At first, I better watch what's going on. I don't know what I'm looking at. It's a piece of paper. There doesn't seem to be anything happening, so... Maybe I'm trying to look through the window? Investigate. Oh, right, we can sit here. Yeah, so we can, like, sit here and watch what happens. So, 11:10, police car goes by. 12 o'clock, shops closed, lunch break. 12:12, police car goes by. 13:13, the police patrol passes by. 14, the shop opens. So that's 2 o'clock. Police patrol passes by. So they pass by, like, every hour. And there's, like, a 2-hour break, I think, for lunch. Bobby passes for a routine spec in 15:50. The shop is closed at 6 o'clock. Okay, so you get about an hour before a police car comes past. You wait until like 18:18 before you break in, and then you get about an hour before the next police car goes past. Okay, I think you can stay here for like a whole day. Though I think in some places you sort of have to not hang around for too long because the police can get suspicious. I'll just let this roll out completely. Because I'm pretty sure it actually stops after a day. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be able to just stand there for a day. That'd be dreadfully boring. Owner arrives. Supplier delivers fresh fruit. The victuals are delivered. Victuals, really? Usually you'd see goods. 8 o'clock, first clients arrive. Yeah, best to wait when the shop's actually closed. And it's at night time than during the day. Because, you know, you gotta have people there. There's gotta be less people around at night. As you'd expect. Oh well, those 24 hours passed quite quickly. I'm fairly tired by now. I think I'll quit this investigation anyway. It would begin to look suspicious if I stood around here much longer. Yeah, sure. Okay. Name, Aunt Emma's shop. Distance of police, 11 minutes, 40 seconds. Values, 630. Apparently we know how much value the goods are inside. Escape route, city. Accuracy, 100%. Degree of guard, 11%. How conspicuous, 100%. Is that a good thing? I don't know. Is that how conspicuous we are? Radio coma, 1 guard, 0. Guard, 0. Maximum noise level, 47%. Let me just check that up in the manual. What's how conspicuous means? Wait, conspicuous. Is that how you spell conspicuous? U-O-U-S. Yeah, I thought it... Cause they've spelled it conspicuous. Whereas I'm pretty sure it's CONSPICUOUS. Okay. Well, let's see. It says traces left. After the police have looked for traces, all possible witnesses of the burglary are questioned. It may even happen that a passerby or a neighbor has noticed a conspicuous car parked in front of the site of the crime, which may help the police find burglars. The information gathered by examining the traces and questioning the witnesses may either lead to the immediate identification of a burglar or to a person being suspected because the police records gives them away as a possible participant in this burglary. In either case, the police will start a search for the respective person or the car that has been seen. It will depend on you and your accomplice's skill at hiding from the police, whether you are arrested or not. Okay. I wonder whether that would go down if you waited a few days. Wiktionary. Conspicuous. Misspelling of conspicuous. Yeah, right. I feel justified. Trying to get into a closed shop with a while carrying a crowbar, 100%. And no disguise, so I look like me. Yeah, I guess I'm not wearing a disguise. I don't know if I can get one. I mean, whatever. Let's just try this anyway. Maybe I made myself suspicious by going up to the front door. Do I have a car now? I don't think I've got a car, and I don't know if I've got a driver. I guess I could use the same person as last time. Guess we can go up here. Walk to our room. Okay, let's use the phone. Please connect me with just a Y. Maybe I've got a job for you. There's two of us. Became 37%. Okay. I'll call you up as soon as I know there's no more. That's definitely too much. Ever had trouble with the police? No, I've never committed any crime. Well, we know that's a lie. Got any experience? I know one or two. Yeah, okay. That's the same things. See ya. Okay. I'm pretty sure if you think about people, you can actually see their stats. Yeah, here we go. Occupation, housewife. Sex, female. Age, 25. State of health, 78%. Mood, 78%. Intelligence, 66%. Strength, 39%. Stamina, 43. Loyalty, 39. Skill, 54. Sympathy, 14. Popularity, 54. Greed is 62. Nerves is 67. Files is 0. Abilities. Cars is 47. Okay. Thomas Smith. Smith appears to live for his career. Yeah. I don't know who that is. Mary Bolton. Eric Pooley, that's the guy in the shop. Mark Smith. That's the guy at the other shop, store, isn't it? Wrigley seems like a cunning businessman. Right, that's the guy at the front desk. Okay. Buildings. Yeah, here we go. We can think about the shop. Okay. Let me think. I'm wondering whether I should reload that so that we can, whatever. We'll just keep going with it. Plan! Okay. Accomplices. Just in one. Okay, the building. Artemis shop. I guess you can case multiple places at the same time. Oh no, okay, we've got the Fiat still. Edit plan. Oh. Driver. Just in white. Okay, let's have a look at this then. Okay, work out a plan. Change the person. I'll walk you to the car. We'll change the person. I'll walk you to front door. Use on wooden door. Jammy. I want you to go through the front door. And I don't actually know all the things which we can steal in here. I guess we could go for the cash register. Money! £128. Okay. What about this here? Use a showcase. Jemmy. What's in here? Delicatessen. Yeah, okay. Just some expensive foods. We'll use the Jemmy on the wooden door. Okay. Is this a safe? No, it's a refrigerator. It won't be necessary to unlock, it's already open. Okay. Open. Refrigerator. What's in there? Delicatessen and lobster. We'll just shove these in our pants. Sure, why not? What about this here? Open. Come on, it is locked. Okay. So we can use Jimmy on the cupboard. And we can take article for daily use. What? I guess cutlery. Its worth is £10. That's really not that's really not worth it. I don't think. So we'll just leave that. Oh, I put it on the ground. Okay. We don't need to take absolutely everything, I guess. I think there's a way to have a look at like an overall plan of the building before you go to this planning stage. Okay, so we walk. Apparently walk around the massive bag of cutlery I've left on the ground. Fine. Oh, I can't take it. Okay, never mind. Wait, can I use it? No, I can't. Okay, well, we'll just leave it there. Use this on the cupboard. Take this. I mean, should we take everything? How much can I carry? Whatever. I feel like the more I carry, the more noisy I would be, but... And you have to step away from the door, from the, wall a little bit, because you can't turn if you can't move that way. This mode reminds me a bit of, GTA, 1. No, just some cutlery in there. Boring. Okay, I guess that's it. And we get to here. Okay. Ready. Let's keep this plan. We'll put it under there. And I think we're ready. Do I have to choose a time when we're going to steal? It doesn't have that listed. So I guess it's just like we just choose the best time if we know it. Yeah, whatever. Which plan should we follow? The first one. Doop-a-doop-doop. Boom. I can see how this game would become a lot more interesting when you get into larger missions, which actually involve like multiple people and having to coordinate things between them. Because I believe you can get walkie-talkies and you have to like check in with people. You can have them wait for someone else to call them on the walkie-talkie, so you can be like, okay, I'm inside, now you can start doing what you're supposed to do, and then they start going and doing something, and then it goes back to the other person, so you can chain commands like that. So there we go. Burglary has been reported, sir. Go there with your people at once and secure the traces. Also try to find out whether there were any witnesses. So we found material among our papers. Records existing, 1%. So someone must have walked on this spot. Okay. Just a little bit of stuff. I found a trace. Someone has walked here. Okay. Oh. Apparently there was no witnesses and all that. Well, in fact, this has been quite a success. Nearly bursting with self-confidence, I switched on the radio to listen to Bill Haley's latest song. To my surprise, a special news flash was broadcast instead of the music program. During the night, a group of burglars had attempted to steal the crown jewels from the Tower of London. They had nearly managed to escape, but an eyewitness of the burglary remembered the conspicuous look of their car, silver with a blue fish painted on it. This helped the police to trace at least one of the burglars. Machine Gun Eddie was arrested shortly afterwards when he entered the Fat Man's pub. So far, the police haven't found any of Eddie's accomplices, but Chief Constable Miles Chickenwing is confident that they will be arrested very soon. When I heard all this, I remembered Briggs' final words. The code name will be Blue Fish. It shouldn't be too difficult to imagine what a shock this gave me. I had hardly arrived in London, and already I was in contact with a dangerous criminal. My first thought was whether Briggs, if they managed to arrest him, would betray me and tell the police my name. It took some time and several of Bill Haley's songs for me to calm down a bit. Finally, I decided to go on as usual, because I could not change anything about this matter. Anyway, if or when Clou came to arrest me, I would still have a chance to react. See, Lovey? All this mentioned food to make you hungry. Why did they choose chicken wing as the last name for a policeman? Yeah, whatever. Maybe it's just to make it sound silly. Okay. Well, that was, that went pretty well. I think you can actually sell things to multiple fences, but the manual mentions that after a while you might want to choose one person to stay with. Because switching between them could end up with one of them, like, getting annoyed at you. Because, you know, because it's like, oh, you're just, you know, you're not giving me, like, enough compensation for, I guess, for having me be part of your plans. Let me see. Where does it say that? I'm looking at a Word document, which is the manual. For the information. Okay, after a successful burglary, there should be a number of valuables in your possession. You can sell the stolen goods to one of the dealers in London. Even if your loot is in cash, you should bring it to a dealer to have it washed. Most dealers specialize in certain goods. One of them will make you the best offer for statues, while another will make you a better offer for jewels. Sooner or later, however, you should decide upon one dealer. If you change often, you will not be very popular with either of them, and this could influence their offers in an unpleasant way. To start negotiating with the dealer, select talking. As example, the conversation with Eric Pooley. Okay. So, I wonder if this game actually had a printed manual with it, for like the Amiga or something. I said earlier that I have a floppy disk of this game. This is not an official floppy disk by any means of the word. It is a floppy disk which I'm pretty sure I got from a swap meet all the years back. Or rather, we got from a swap meet. I didn't purchase it myself. As I said, I was about 6. So, you know, I was too young and naive. They were selling games. I wanted games. This was one which we purchased. I don't actually remember whether I got this from a swap meet or whether it came with like a, in a package from a newsagent of just a collection of shareware, even though this is a full game. I don't remember how I ended up with this. I found a floppy fence for this game. The amount of games, I didn't have many games on floppies, but the amount of games which I have which are legitimate copies are, I could probably count on like one hand. It was just, as a reminder, living in Australia, in Melbourne, in the early 90s, there wasn't really video game stores around at the time, at least not that we were aware of. So getting legitimate copies of games, especially things which primarily were sold in America, and you'd have to pay shipping, which was exorbitant at the time, was not really possible or feasible. So, like, I have Commander Keen games, but they were all burnt copies. So, it's just how things were. Some of the games I did purchase, which were, as I said, legitimate, but they were like shareware compilations, you know, like 3 games on a floppy disk, which I got in newsagents on a magazine rack. Which I wish I could find a picture of them, because I rather enjoyed looking through all the different plastic, like, what would you call them? Like folded plastic cases, which had the floppy disks in it, because they had little paper sleeves inside of them with pictures on them. I think that's how I got some of the Hugo games that way. They weren't shareware, I don't think. But they were one of the most common games which you could get on shareware floppies at the time. I'm sure David Gray was a bit annoyed to find. You just got them all over the place. So. Let's see. So we need to go to the... Hi! Oh, it's Pool. Pooly. We're going to go to Maloya's again, because we have stuff, and apparently he purchases, delicatessen goods. Hello, make an offer, please. You got cash worth £128. I'll give you £117. Nah, that's fine. You got delicatessen worth £330. I'll give you £289. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, a frozen lobster. I'm offering £30. I like that I've got a frozen lobster, which I've probably had for a day now, which has been refrigerated. Sure. Got an article of daily use worth £50. I will give you £39. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Bye. There we go. So how much do we have now? We must actually have a fair amount of money. Yeah, £564. How about that? Let's see. How much would that be worth now? British pounds. Inflation calculator. Bank of England actually has a inflation calculator on their website. Receivers. Okay. So this game takes place in 1953. So we have £564 in. That's the 15th of March. So, adjusted for inflation, £564 in 1953 will be worth about £12,762 and 84 pence. That's actually not too bad. And then if I take that and translate that into other currencies, so I can get an even better idea. So if we translate that to pounds, and I translate that to Australian AUD, Australian dollar, that is about 23,937 Australian dollars. Or, if I do it to US dollar, that's about 15,947 US dollars. Cats are suicidal. Oh no. What have they been trying to do? Jumping off, like, windowsills or something. Alice doesn't really do anything like that. She's gotten up on windowsills occasionally, but she's, like, I don't know, she's really careful about not knocking things over. She doesn't tend to explore too much. Accidentally punted her across the living room because you thought it was a good idea to walk in front of your leg while you're carrying a box. Oh, yeah, right, yeah, that's definitely happened here. You have to, like, adjust yourself to the fact that the cat's going to be around your feet when you're moving around. Which is difficult for some people to actually, like, get used to. So, oh, yeah, there's sort of a little member of the family now. We have to be careful about walking around at dark, because the cat's like, oh, I'm going to hang around. But then you're like, oh, kick, oops, sorry, cat. Luckily, you haven't sustained any injuries. So, cats seem to be a bit durable, rather durable in that regard. But it's still, you know, it's not nice when you do it because you don't mean it. But then you're like, well, cat, you should not realize that I can't see it in the dark. So I think she knows well enough. It's just sometimes when she's getting fed, she gets a bit too excited and she's like, oh, food, 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 to hang around your feet. And you find small dogs are even worse for that. I haven't got experience with small dogs. I can imagine it though. Dogs are much more like, ooh, 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 than cats. Usually. Okay. How are we going? Hey, we got 45% popularity. That's pretty good. I think our nerves have gone up a little too. 70%, 7% files existing. Your friends have them. Large dogs are no problem. Small dogs just need to be underfoot or right behind you. Yeah, most of my experiences with large dogs, at least like, what would you call it? Like Labrador sized or larger. Family friend had Irish Wolfhound, which, when you're a little kid, seeing one of those dogs come down the hallway, even though she was really friendly, is quite intimidating because they're like, they're big. They're like they're higher than my waist. They'd be like, oh, what? Like chest height? And they're all skin and bones too. They're just really skinny dogs. They're big. Oh, yeah, sure. And I hope you're being careful carrying the boxes around. You got a basement. Wow, fancy. Basements really aren't a thing here in Australia. Or at least around Melbourne. I don't think I know anyone here who has a basement. There's like a house near here who has a pseudo basement. It's not really. It's like the house is like built on a slope, so there's a room which is like halfway underground at the front of the house, but it's a really big house. So that's a fair distance. Sounds like a fair distance. Oh, I hope you give the cat a lot of apology pats. Okay, let's see. How are we going for time? Okay. I kind of want to see whether he can get caught for something. Because I want to see what the game over screen is like, if it's possible. Let's see, can I just go straight to the police station? And maybe get caught that way. I don't think this song is actually uploaded on YouTube either. Hey there, I'd like to confess to some crimes. Miles Chicken Wing. If you keep standing around here, blah blah blah. What's your job? Yeah, you're chief constable. See ya! Okay. I think there's actually a map of London in the background there. Tony Allen. Hello, Mr. Stuvysant. Nice to meet you. What's your job? Maybe I've got a job for you. I'm an electrician. Huh. You ever been in trouble with the police? No, I've never committed any crime. Got any experience yet? I am the expert for everything that has to do with electronics. I also know a little bit about locks. Okay. Cool. That could be useful. Look. Surroundings. This would look like an ordinary police station if it were not for various signs of devastation. There is a broken glass globe, and the officer in the next room seems to have gone insane. The dustbins at the entrance are turned over, and one Bobby has bullet wounds. Anyway, this is a bit weird. Yeah, what? A broken glass globe. What? Is this all referencing like a movie or something? Look at him. Mr. Chickenwing, the chief constable, is very busy and rather corpulent. Still, I guess I shouldn't underestimate this man. John Gluto. The inspector himself. Okay. Tony Allen. Allen is aged around 30 and looks rather weak. Still, he seems to have a lot of stamina and determination. Recognize it from a board game you have. Scotland Yard. Don't know, is that a poster of Mal? I don't think so. I think the poster in the let's see. Was it in here? No. It was in... Don't think it was in here. No. Where was it? Back here, I think. Poster review. Oh. What are you doing in the wall? What are you doing with the poster on the wall of a police station back in 1953? Was it in here? No. I'm trying to find a particular poster which was on the wall somewhere, but I don't remember where it was. Oh, hang on, no, it was at the car dealership. Cars and vans. Yeah, this one here. Let me just have a look. Like I think someone suggested it could be Humphrey Bogart. Looks a bit like him. I'm not a very good person for faces, so. Yeah, I think I found the picture it's actually based off of. You can tell me, but then you have to kill me. Okay. I retract my my line of questioning. Yeah. Looks similar enough? Let's see. I might have to play around with this game a bit more on my own. Well, maybe we'll do more. I don't know. I can't say it's gripped me massively, but it's interesting. I'd like to see some of the more later things, which are a bit more complicated, but I feel like I get lost in the amount of details there are. There's a jeweler's, old curiosity shop, Highgate Cemetery, old people's home, a pink villa, old curiosity shop, Kensington Church Street, built 1669. Okay, Doogie. Have a look. Walk. This again. I don't understand. Oh, I think that's me drawing a map of the place. So if I investigate it for a bit, 1651, a police patrol car drives by. 1737. The shop closes at 6. I wish I could change it to 12 hour. Okay, so it's like every 15 minutes I think a police car goes by. Or 40 minutes. Okay. How conspicuous? 19%. Okay. So we got an accuracy of 31% from that. So if I walk to the shop, it's closed. Okay. I guess we'll continue. See if we can learn a bit more about the place. I wonder if you can break up your investigations over multiple days to make it less suspicious. So you could like spend, I don't know, 3 hours here one day, then come back the next day for another 3 hours at another time or something. I don't know how, like how suspicious would it be to pop up, but like for how long? Security guards pass in a car. Okay, so it's got its own security team. Owner opens the shop at 8. 8:26, a police car goes by. Trav sits down in front of the shop window. Okay, so I guess that means that there's potential... Owner kicks the trap. I guess that means that there's a potential witness, like, early in the morning? I think things like that would change too much day to day, so... Lunch break. Owner leaves shop. Police patrol passes by. Lunch break's over at 2. Flight comes and goes. Okay, 4. Uh, 5:38. Police car goes by. At 6, the shop closes. Yeah, we'll keep going until it's 24 hours, I guess. It's probably not very good practice to do that, but whatever. What time did we start this? We gotta wait here for like more than a day? Oh well, okay, there we go. We're 100% conspicuous. Conspicuous. Degree of guards, 35%. Maximum noise level 66%. I just imagine people there staring at us, going, what is he doing? And we're just continue standing there staring at the building. Okay, shop's closed. Okay, we'll wait. Have a look. Yeah, here we go. So we can actually get a little layout of the shop. So you can see, like, all the different items in here. What's this? It's a type window. Contains nothing. Okay. So there's a window. Window. What's this thing? That's a chair. It's a window. Window. A mirror. Not interesting. Alarm system. Z3. Okay. Ooh. Okay, it's actually highlighted that it's attached to several objects, I think. There's a bed there. Contains nothing. A window. There's a cash box. Oop. Apparently we know there's 150 pounds in there. A mirror. Case for valuables. Protected. Protected by an alarm system. A Sanskrit book. Value is £90. Okay, there's some money. Seems like there's a good variety of items in this game. Another showcase. This one's not actually protected. Has curiosities in it. £150. Wait, what's that thing? It's just like an odd glass or something. I guess like it's got a twist in the stem. Careful, protected by the alarm system. A bronze statue is in there. 150 pounds. It weighs 190,000 grams. Kind of heavy. We might need help getting that out of there. And this one here. There is an autogram from Oscar Wilde. Value is 200 pounds. Weighs 10 grams. Size is 14. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Okay. There's door there, door there. Oh, okay, it doesn't loop back through. 19 kilograms, it's not too much. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it is. That's not too much. About the weight of a backpack. Keg gets twice that. Yeah, okay. I guess it's like a hollow bronze statue. Or maybe it's... Wait, how big did it say it was? $40,000 centimeters cubed. Most bronze statues are hollow. I can't say I have much experience in bronze statues, so... I'll take your word for it. I guess I get... No, actually, hang on. They would be, because they use, like, the casting method leaves them hollow, doesn't it? Like, I guess if they're done with, like, a lost wax method or whatever. Yeah, they have the mold inside, then they pour the wax... They pour the bronze around it, and then they pour it out the bottom or something. Or something like that. Slush cast. English term. I think I know the process is called lost wax. Well, let's see. Lost wax casting. That might be something else though. Hang on. It's a process in which a duplicate sculpture, often a metal such as silver, gold, brass, or bronze, is cast from an original sculpture. So that's where you like get an original packet with stuff, and you get a mold, and then you fill that in something. Wax casting in Danish. Okay. The way to make a solid object into a hard model. Oh, okay. Permanent mold casting. It's not something I have done. It's metal casing process that employs reusable molds, usually made from metal. The most common process uses gravity to fill the mold. However, gas pressure or vacuum are also used. Oh, right, yeah, that's... Yeah, you pour the metal in. Yeah. Yeah, just like the two dies, which you press together. Yeah, okay. The example here actually has some tabletop miniatures. They're like little soldiers. Do it yourself at home Warhammer models. They've got 3D printing for that now. Okay. Well, this place seems interesting, but maybe a little complicated for us. Because I don't know how we deal with the alarm system. I guess if you have, like, wire cutters or something? Okay, can we have a look at the... No, don't wait. Walk to the taxi. And let's go to the cemetery. Let's see that. We'll just have a look at some of the other places. Grave of Karl Marx, Highgate Cemetery. Is that in London? Guess so. Workers of all lands unite. Look. Old dreamily surround the great philosopher's last resting place. The crunching gravel path makes a nearly reverential bend as it reaches the grave. There are several wreaths with Cyrillic writing on them. Any people? There's nobody here who would be worth talking to. Oh, what about the squirrel? Okay. Investigate. I mean, why would we want to... Oh, okay. Escape route country road. Right, so then that comes into what the guy at the car dealership was saying, in that, oh, there's certain cars, you know, some of them are better in, like, country roads and then city roads. So if you're having to outrun the police, you know, you want the different tires or whatever. What would we steal from here? Like wreaths or offerings there? The plaque off the graves or something? the head off the gravestone? Cemetery gate is closed at 1900. Apparently they don't kick people out of the graveyard. Watchman walks his first round. Oi, you! What you doing here? Policeman patrol passes by. The manual actually has a list of different places which you can apparently end up stealing from. Second patrol, watchman's second round at 2300. Police patrol passes by. Yeah, they're doing that about every 40 minutes, I think. Ever heard of Jens Gulshot? Nope. Can't say I have. Oh, you actually worked for a Danish sculptor for a year when you were young. That would have been fun. I kind of wish that my school would have given me some sculpture classes or something like that. We didn't really do anything like that. Closest I got was making a pot out of what's it called? A pot out of clay, which is pretty crappy, honestly. Insert rant about school expecting you to get high marks for something the first time you do it here. And then what? We had to like make a little model of a car or something, but we made it out of like blue foam or something. Carved it out of that. So I think my mum did some sculpture. Jens Galshot did Pillar of Shame in orange colour. O2A. Okay. Huh. Communists lay down wreath. Well, they might not be communists. I guess maybe if... whatever. Actually, this is like 53, isn't it? So... yeah, okay. I have to, like, adjust my train of thought there for a little bit. It's just after World War II. Certainly it would be a lot stronger than it was in, like, the 90s. Worked for him when you were 20, and every 2 to 3 years since then you've gotten a call to come and help with one of his installations. Yeah, that sounds nice. That'd be good contact to have, yeah. Let's see. No. I want to... well, I wanted to have a look at the, map I have. No, don't investigate. We've done that. Actually, what have we got here? Distance of police, 6 minutes 40. Values, 1,000. Escape route, country road. Accuracy, 100%. 100% conspicuousy. Degree of guards, 27. Guards, 15%. Maximum noise level is 78 because it's a graveyard. Okay. Maybe I can think about it? Buildings. That probably would just give me what I just got. Yeah, okay. I don't know what we'd be stealing from there. It's a mystery. The game asked me to get a shovel. Let's go to a taxi. And I guess old people's home. Maida Vale. That's a nice building. It's closed. Guess we can investigate this place. That looks like a substantial building. 2 stories. This old man sitting on this bench for all day, all night. Night nurses arrive. Everything is quiet. Okay. Let me actually have a look at what the game says about the different... let's see. Okay. Oh, I think it was on the back of the box. It said like, oh, there's so many screens of full screen images of different places in the game. I think there's like 40 or something. Let's see. Appendix A, London. Description of important buildings. Bank of England. British Museum. Chiswick House. Karl Marx's tomb. Ham House. Kenwood House. National Gallery. National History Museum. Osterley Park House. Sotheby's. Tower of London, Victoria and Albert Museum. That's the places which it has listed in the manual here. What's Chiswick House? This old and aristocratic mansion is situated only a few streets away from Turnham Green in Richmond upon Thames. What is nowadays a high-class housing area used to be the location of a royal castle constructed for King Edmund I in medieval times. 1639, under the rule of Charles I, huge hunting grounds were laid out in the area of Richmond Park. The mansion itself was built by Richard Boyle in 1725, by order of Lord Burlington. During his 2 journeys to Italy, Burlington had been impressed and inspired by the neoclassicist mansions and palaces built by architects like Andrea Palladio. The high and lofty, but very scarcely furnished halls in Chiswick House are destined to create a strangely archaic feeling, and the whole building is full of mythological allusions. What about Ham House? Ham House is situated in the middle of a large park of Richmond. Originally, it was a modest country house built by Sir Thomas Vavaskeur in 1610. Elizabeth, Countess of Dysart, inherited the building from her father in the middle of the 17th century. It was only after her marriage to the Duke of Lauderdale, a minister to Charles II, that the mansion was considerably enlarged in opulent Baroque style. From 1673 to 1675, architects and artists from Germany, the Netherlands, and Italy were working on it. The result of the Lauderdale's attempts to beautify the building has nearly completely been kept to this very day. Just like Osterley House, it has become property of the National Trust. Nowadays, it is part of the Victoria and Albert Museum and open to public. Besides, there is an odd rumour that the Duchess of Lauderdale is still haunting the chapel of this mansion, for her husband was buried there in 1682. Okay. Heck. So much detail in this. What's all the cars which you can get? There's another appendix here. Cadillac Club Coupe. Fiat Topolino. Jaguar XK120. Morris Minor. Opel Olympia. Pontiac Streamliner. Standard Vanguard. Triumph Roadster. Willys Jeep. That's all the ones listed here. I just think it's fine and isn't mad anymore. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad the cat is all happy again. What tools do we have? Axe, battery, drill. This is a 550 watt percussion drill with an infinitely variable speed governor that ensures precise working. The ergonomically formed handle makes slipping impossible. It makes the tool very comfortable to handle. A drilling winch. Oh, that's like a hand drill. Okay. A jemmy, chloroform. You can buy chloroform in this. Chloroform, also trimethane chloride, is a gas with a sickly sweet scent. It does not burn and is mostly used as a solvent. Moreover, chloroform is a rather effective narcotic. I guess you can chloroform some guards in this, maybe. Picklocks. In principle, a picklock is only a piece of thin, flat wire bent at a certain angle. It can be used to open ordinary locks. Of course, using a picklock is not quite as easy as simply unlocking a door with a key. It takes a good deal of experience and deftness to be able to open a door with a picklock. Dynamite? This explosive was invented by the Swedish scientist A. Noble in 1867. It consists of 75% nitroglycerin and 25% of a compound similar to silicium. Nowadays, however, the latter is often replaced by collodion wool. Extreme care should be taken when handling dynamite. Yeah, okay, you can just buy dynamite in this game. Chloroform sounds like your kind of game. The amount of detail in this is incredible, I find, for a game done in 1994 for, like, the Amiga or something. Electric hammer. Electric crowbar has a capacity of 2,500 watt. The integrated shock absorber assures safe application of this tool, even on very strong walls. However, this tool is also very heavy and can therefore only be handled by physically strong people. What is that? An electric hammer? I don't know what that is. Oh, it's like a like a handheld jackhammer. Okay. I look up electric hammer and it's got a picture of Homer Simpson's electric automatic hammer he designed. Yeah, I guess it's a small jackhammer. Electric kit consists of a 50-watt soldering iron, which is ideal for precision work. Different pairs of tongs, a cutter, several clamps, some meters of wire, and everything else that comes in handy in smaller electrical repairs. A radio, a CB hand radio with 20 channels and a broadcasting capacity of 2 watt. This high-quality product has a modern Dolby system and battery control. A hammer, gloves, a glass cutter, ground auger. The ground auger can be used to drill a nucleus out of walls or stone. Underground workers use the same type of tool, but much bigger. It will drill even bigger holes in steel walls if you change the drill bit. What the heck's that? Ground auger. Oh! Right. Okay, it's one of those spiral thingies. It's like a spiral drill. Yeah, okay. Yeah. They use it to, like, make holes for posts. That makes sense. Why would you need one of that? I guess maybe... No, wait. Why? Cutting cables underground? It's hilarious to you that Nobel Prize was offered Nobel's apology to the world for its explosive. Was it? That's neat. I can appreciate that. Poor guy. It's like, what have I done? I was just doing science. Oh well. Dynamite, an advanced lockpick. Yeah, I guess for those especially stubborn doors, which can't be opened by a jimmy or your foot. Mini jackhammer or impact driver. I'll bring up a picture of what it is, so people know what I'm talking about here. This is going to look great on my search history. What are you doing? I was just curious. Here we go. So this thing. This is what comes up when I Google a ground auger. It's just it's a drill. Yeah, for making holes for posts. Makes sense when you see it. Again, I don't know why you need one of them in this game. A mask. This is an ordinary mask, which is usually worn by people or on carnival parties, or by those who do not wish to be recognized. I'm surprised it's not a gas mask. This game's very simulationist wargame feel. Yeah, it's very interesting. Again, I had no idea that the game was this detailed when I played it back in the day. I was just like, oh, there's cards, I can buy them, that's cool. But I didn't have enough money for them, so... 100% accuracy, 7% cards, 97% conspicuousy. So we're a little less conspicuous here, I guess. No radio comms, no guards, 39% maximum noise level. I would expect it to be quite low, but... Okay, it's closed. Let's wait until it opens up again. I guess this waiting isn't as suspicious. We might be waiting in the nearby cafe or something. Oh, okay. Maybe there's just one floor? There's some weights there. Some more weights. A case for valuables. How do we know all this stuff is in there? We were just sitting outside. Yeah, whatever. Okay, just some cutlery in there. A painting. 50 pounds. Cupboard. Contains nothing. A desk. 311 pounds in there, apparently. Chair. A table. Is there anything on the table? No. Chair. Table. Wooden door. Bedside table. 100 pounds in there. Table, chair, a cupboard. I wonder whether you have to worry about people sleeping in the beds. Just some more cutlery. Case for valuables. Actually, those articles for daily use are worth £100, so there must be some good silver. A toiletry bag, £20 value. It's got a pair of false teeth in it, apparently. A toilet. Contains nothing. Good. A bathtub. Contains nothing. Bedside table. Bed. Actually, let's go back. £10 for that. Okay, so the valuable, like, cutlery is in the bathroom. Case for valuables. Break into rammed earth housing? Maybe. What's in here? £30 valuables. Okay. On the bedside table. A stocking to save money in. Are we gonna have to steal a mattress because it's stuffed with money also? £729 in this sock. Okay. Cool. What about in here? £105. The bed contains nothing. I guess I should be checking the beds. There's the front door. Front door, front door, door. Cupboard. Delicatessen. £70. Okay. A turkey. There'll be no Christmas this year. We're gonna steal all their turkeys. Bah humbug. I kinda wish you could name your character. What about guards? There seems to be no guards around here. Okay, what about the nurses? It said something about nurses. Would they have orderlies? I guess it's not really like a hospital. I thought maybe you'd need like one if you have aged inhabitants who might have dementia. That could be a problem. Sorry. I don't mean to be insensitive here. Okay. What would be nice if I could make, like, notes on the map here? I guess you could just take a screenshot and print it and then write on that. Okay, that's just that. Okay, let's go. What other objects were there? Oxygen cutter. By burning pure oxygen, this oxygen cutter can reach temperatures up to 3000 degrees Celsius. It will cut every material, even thick steel, as easily if it was a piece of paper. It is a steel pipe filled with oxygen. The pipe will gradually melt itself, therefore the tool will shorten while it is in use. When using the oxygen cutter, it is absolutely essential to wear appropriate protective clothing, for the heat produced is simply too great. A lock breaker. This tool belongs to the essential equipment of nearly every burglar. It is a metal rod with a sharpened tip and a hook. It can be slid into cylindrical locks, and by carefully moving it back and forth, the experienced user will break open almost every cylindrical lock with it. Thermal lamps, yeah. Let's see that. Yeah. It's just like a hand torch. Oxy fuel welding and cutting. Yeah. oxyacetylene welding, or gas welding in the United States. Okay. A cutting torch. This cutting torch, an autogenic one to put it precisely, burns acetylene gas with oxygen. Thus, the heat necessary for welding is generated. Both gases are stored in these steel flasks. Shoes. These shoes may not look very elegant, but they were produced by a world-famous American shoe manufacturer, LLB, in Freeport, Maine. LLB has a worldwide reputation for high-quality outdoor clothing, and it is a brand of good tradition. The works was founded in 1911. This special pair of shoes is furnished with soft rubber soles that subdue the noise of walking. As a whole, they are made of sturdy leather. Moreover, they are waterproof. Protective clothes. Set of protective clothing is made of a special material containing asbestos. It will protect you against great heat and flames, which is, for example, very important when welding. Sure. Check clock card. This is an ordinary card to be used with any check clock. You mean like clocking in? On a job or something? A stethoscope. The word stethoscope comes from the Greek term for ear trumpet. Physicians and doctors use it to control the noises made by the different body organs, such as the heart and lungs. However, several people with criminal ambitions use a stethoscope to be able to hear the very slight clicking of a combination lock when the right numbers are found. A rope ladder. This is a rope ladder of excellent make, which will even carry an overweight person. Generator. This generator could almost be called a small power plant. Its 6-volt motor has a capacity of 3,000 watt, enough for electric tools, pumps, lamps, and many other useful things, even far from ordinary electric supplies. Angular grinder. This two-handed angular grinder can be used on the hardest materials such as stone and metal. The infinitely variable gear button, as well as the side handle, guarantees security and precision when handling this tool. The stable 2,000 watt motor. This makes this tool useful in a widely ranged operational area. There's actually a description of security systems in here as well. Let me go somewhere else. So we get some different music. I think I'm about wrapping it up for this. I'm just curious of reading through the different things in the manual at this point. Okay, let's go out here. There we go. That's a different bit of music. Alarm systems. Buildings containing valuables are especially likely to be fit with an alarm system. Basically, there are 3 types of alarm systems you may have to deal with. The X3, the Z3, and the top systems. These alarm systems are designed to keep valuable objects of all kinds from being touched by unauthorized persons. To turn off an alarm system, you will need the electric kit. After you have turned the system off, you will be able to handle or steal the objects connected to it without danger. The time needed to turn off an alarm system will vary according to the type. The X3 is fairly easy to deactivate, whereas turning off a top will take longest. Moreover, the top systems are fitted out with an additional safety mechanism, which could become dangerous for you. As soon as the system is turned off, a control mechanism is started, which is too difficult to be turned off. Even an expert would take at least several days to do so. However, to prevent false alarms after a possible power failure, this control mechanism will only set off the alarm siren after 15 minutes. In case an alarm is set off, there will be several police cars sent to the site of the burglary. Again, they will take a certain amount of time to reach the building you are in, giving you a chance to escape. You will come to know this amount of time, the alarm margin, while you are observing the target building. While looking round inside the target building, you should also pay attention to the type of alarm installed. I don't think there was one in the old person's home. Microphones. Microphones are always connected to an alarm system. Will set off an alarm siren if a certain noise level is exceeded. Huh, interesting. Is that common? For alarm systems to like have audio detection levels tracked as well. Searchlights. Searchlights will always be combined with cameras. If a person is caught by a searchlight, a photo is automatically taken. These photos can be important aid to the police during their investigation. Searchlights are connected with a switch box where they can be turned off and on. I guess some later missions have you dodging between searchlights. Check clocks. Check clocks are often installed to control the guards. If a check clock card is not slid into them at regular times, an alarm will be set off. Oh, okay. Right. So it's like, oh, you're going around on your patrol again. You have to put your card in to make sure that the system doesn't go off. That makes sense. So if someone's knocked out, then you have to like pick up their card and put it into the thing at the right time, otherwise it's going to go off. Not unheard of. You can effectively mic windows and such. The brake sensors are more like piezo contact microphones. Oh, okay. Piezo. I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry. Switch boxes. Yeah, okay. You can just turn off electrical stuff. However, if you happen to turn off an object connected to an alarm system, an alarm will be set off. Guards. Guards usually control the inside of a building on regular patrol, paying special attention to objects of value. In case they find any change, such as cupboards or safes that have been opened, they will send an alarm call to the police via radio. Of course, they will also react if they come across one of your accomplices. The only way to overcome a guard is to attack him from the back. The guard's patrols may sometimes be controlled by check clocks. Oh, okay, so you can knock people out. And more capitalistically, you can have your night guards prove they actually walked around and physically touched these spots. No sleeping or dawdling. Yeah. That also makes sense. As in security measures, police patrols and private security companies will pass by every target building at regular intervals. These patrols will look into the building through the windows. If they see anything suspicious, they will give alarm. You should therefore always try to leave as few traces as possible inside the target building. Note that traces can also be caused when fighting with the guard. Okay. So I guess that's things like, if the door is open at the front, then they'll be like, oh, something's wrong. Or if they look in a window and they see either a door is open or a cabinet is open, they'll be like, that's not supposed to be like that. So I guess in those cases, closing things on while you're inside is good practice. Even though I guess it could leave like, well, if you're wearing gloves, I guess it wouldn't leave fingerprints and all that. Interesting. Anyway, I think that's about it for this. I'll save it there. And, yeah. I guess I'll call it there for, the Clou, for tonight. Interesting game. I'm glad I, checked back up on it. I'll just quit. Yeah. No extra text or details in that. So, yeah. I am rather impressed by the amount of detail in that. I wonder what the later missions would be like. I think there's a whole playthrough of the game on YouTube. I believe it's in Russian, though. I only had a very brief look at it. But it's about 8 hours long. But I didn't actually check whether it was a full playthrough of the game. At 8 hours, I would assume it's a fair chunk of the game. But yeah, I might have to have a look at that and see what some of the later missions are like. Whether it would be worth continuing on with it or not. Let me have a look. Yeah. Whenever I've looked it up, I've had to put in the Clou DOS game. Yeah, there's a video uploaded by one Ed Hell from 2 years ago, apparently. Yeah, I think that's Russian. Yeah, there's like a warehouse, which is one of the later missions is like a warehouse, and it's got multiple people around it, as well as some lights in the area and things like that. What about another mission? Let me see. I believe the game is pretty linear in the missions which you have, so it's not really random. Ooh, that's interesting. This mission layout has a has a, like an isometric appearance to it. That's not something which I saw. Let me just, bring up a screenshot of this. Hang on, I have to save that as another thing. Hold on. Okay, save it as paint. Blah, blah, blah. Because I've only seen the top down, but this one's actually on a slant, which is, I wonder why that's different. There's actually some people standing in front of the doors in this image. Let's see. Okay, and then we go to here. Hello? Yes, I want to... There we go. Here we go. So this is the image. Yeah, you can see it's like on a... Kind of looks like Ultima 6. Which is pretty neat. The visuals are still... They're kind of meh, honestly. The color usage is very bland. I guess it's because it's dark. The people are standing in the dark, but... Yeah, it's kind of neat. You love the intricity it seems to have. Yeah, it's impressive. Did I have a look at the game with you, Jack? Nope. I will have a look at it now. Let's see. What's this? Wretched Depths. Okay. PX-style horror fishing game. I think I've seen a few games like that. This isn't done by that guy who did the, Scroll Stapler game, is it? Dynamic fishing system. Manageable grid-based inventory. Environment filled with unique fish. I remember another game which actually had fishing in it, but I think it was like... Oh, what? You were on like a lake, and you were fishing, and you were constantly fishing bigger fish. Or something like that. It was like descending into madness or something like that. Oh, no, actually. The only game the developer has made. Okay. Interesting. I don't know if I'm really one for doing horror games. If I do horror games, I feel like I do them off stream. Because it's a bit less stressful for me. To be frank, I'm not very good with them on stream. I like to be able to have the option to stop if I need to. Let me see. Anything else with this? There's actually a few different visuals in this one. Let me have a look at the first mission. Because I want to... Is he playing this on the Amiga or DOS? Because the visuals are slightly different, so it might actually be the Amiga version. It's actually... This one is actually in German, it looks like. I don't know. The mission he's doing that I'm looking at the moment is a different one from the one which I did first. It's a larger house. It looks like it's 2-story. It's got a bunch of chairs and couches around the place. The visuals look nicer. Like there's more detail in the sprite work and all that. There's actually a piano there. Though it is top down, this one, so maybe it just changes visual style occasionally. There's a few other screens which I haven't seen. Yeah. Anyway, hey, interesting game. I might have a look at it again at some other point, but I don't know when. But yeah. that will be it for me today. I thank you very much for joining me. I hope you join me again next time for whatever it is I come up with.